Hello there again, everybody. Welcome in another edition of Tiger Talks Wrestling. I'm your host, Tony, joined by the leader of the pound, Z-Dog, John. Welcome into the show. And, of course, for this very special weekend, made in the USA, Eddie.
What you doing, brothers?
Now. Let me give it infringement. Oh. Kicking things off that way, huh? Well, we had fun last night, guys, doing our King of the Ring retrospective. Go ahead, John.
That's anything.
Nothing.
No. Eddie, sorry. Whoever. But anywho.
Okay, that's gotta come off.
The hair messing me up?
No, it's hot under that bitch.
He's here for the King and Queen of the Ring. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, that's something we don't have yet in our room either. Our house yet either. The air conditioner up. Don't need it quite yet. Nice SmackDown. We now have the currently set show that matches the show, King and Queen of the Ring. I put that in the wrong spot. And we already knew all but one match pretty much last night. So we technically could have got this out of the way then, but they did add a match today during SmackDown for King and Queen of the Ring countdown tomorrow, the pre-show. That being one I won't have a picture for, but we'll talk about it anyways. It seems to be a trend when it comes to these international shows, as Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae are getting themselves another women's tag team title match, this time against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. You both sound enthused by this.
I think that's the time I'm going to take a massive dump.
This is when you go into your freezer, take out a Buddy's deep dish pizza, put it in the oven, and look at it for 10 minutes to see if it actually bakes well. Who gives a shit about this match? We already know who's going to win.
Or do we?
Are you sure? I mean, Bianca is injured.
Yeah, but, she's going to come out. Indy, the way needs to go away back down to NXT.
Yeah. I semi agree with you, but not fully.
I know, but
because
what is it?
DIY doesn't need to.
I mean, what is it going to be next? That when we get the Clash of Castle, they're going to get another tag team title?
Most likely.
Probably.
Why did you not bring Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks to Saudi? They won that.
Yeah, really, because they just
won number one contenders match.
That they did. That is a good question, and I bet you they'll be pissed off come Raw Monday night when we see them again and wondering why they didn't get this title shot before Candice and Indy did.
Yeah, but they won't give it a Clash of Castle because you're going to want to. If someone who doesn't deserve a title shot, it's going to be an idle fire and
Yeah.
I don't know. This is why you
I'm
got to
sure
get
we're
rid of
all in agreement.
titles.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're all in agreement, though, that Jade and Bianca are retaining tomorrow.
Yep.
Stranger things could happen, but that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy, Blue.
Yeah, like
Yankees are 3-0 against the San Diego Padres. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I got to do that one first then. All right. Give me.
Okay. First of all, before we get to the main.
Okay. First of all,
King and Queen, why did they not put the Street Profits against A-Town Downtown? I mean, they had a match on SmackDown tonight. They won. That would have been more interesting.
True. That's true. I'd agree with you on that. Who knows why? I mean, by the way, just so everybody's aware, if they didn't catch SmackDown, to King and Queen of the Ring starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so 2 hours before the main event or the main show starts. When that match will take place during it, who knows? Probably the second hour, but could add more matches to it. I doubt they will, though. The King and Queen show itself starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time, of course. The first match we're going to discuss on King and Queen of the Ring, triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. You got Sami Zayn defending the gold against Big Bronson Reed and Chad Gable.
Wow. So we all saw how Gable won on Monday Night Raw. I think it's going to be sort of the same, except Otis is going to cost Gable the match, or Otis will turn on Gable. It's going to be one of those two. But Gable's taking the pin, and Sami is retaining.
Yeah, I do agree with you, John. Sammy's gonna win due to the implosion of Alpha Academy. I mean, right now Otis is over like Mandy Rose was with him. I mean, so I gotta go with Sammy, and we can't say this Bronson Reed is gonna have a good showing in this match, but the match is basically Gable, Sammy going into, Clash of the Castle.
And I really, really want to see Big Bronson Reed walk out with the title here, honestly. I know a lot of people want to see Gable be the champion next, but I got to agree with both of you. I think Sammy's going to, with help from Otis, whether inadvertently or inadvertently, it's time for Otis to leave the Alpha Academy and the Alpha Academy altogether, to leave Chad Gable, get this new, what looks like it'll be a new faction of Gable with the Creed brothers. And that'll lead to Gable winning the Intercontinental title somewhere down the line. But Sammy retains here, has a little bit longer for his title reign as Intercontinental Champion, unfortunately. Nothing against Sami Zayn, but I just think Bronson Reed would be a nice Intercontinental Champion. Otherwise, put up with things for too long.
No, I agree with you. I think Bronson Reed deserves a title shot. I think he deserves to be champion, but
he's kind of quick here tonight.
Yeah.
He's also in my opinion, a future world champion.
What's it besides? What's that, John?
In my opinion, he's also a future world champion.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. So the next match we're going to talk about, first we're going to talk about the Queen of the Ring finals. Of course, when you look through the bracket, when you look at who made it to the finals anyway, Lyra Valkyria beat Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to get to the finals, whereas Nia Jax beat Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair to get to the finals, the Women's Tag Team Champions. It'll be Lyra Valkyria representing Raw versus SmackDown's Nia Jax. The caveat added to the finals by Triple H yesterday is that the winners of Queen and King of the Ring will earn title matches at SummerSlam against the respective brands champion. So who you guys got between Nia and Lyra?
I got Nia Jax because I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that match with Bayley at SummerSlam. And, but Lyra just came up to the main roster, and she still needs a little more seasoning. Maybe, it's going to be a little, depends on the contract situation. Maybe we'll see Lyra Valkyria versus the new women's world champion and Liv Morgan. But I got to go with Nia with this one.
You're getting ahead of yourself there, pal.
I know. I'm just saying contract, but who knows what's going to happen tomorrow night.
So,
John, who you got?
Before the whole winner would get a title shot, I was dead set on Nia Jax. But then hearing that, could you imagine the possibility you get Lyra Valkyria, a shot at either Morgan or Lynch, whoever has the title at SummerSlam, with the promos going on backstage? That is fire, and I can see WWE doing that. However, there's always that superstar. There's always that unbelievable ends up short. And that's going to be Lyra ending short this year, as Nia Jax will be your Queen of the Ring.
So going Nia as well.
Yep.
I'm surprised you went that way after the way we were talking yesterday. You were mentioning how Lyra versus Becky could happen. It'd be a fun match. I almost feel like Lyra probably will be involved in the Women's World Championship match in some way, shape, or form at SummerSlam. I'm just not so sure it's going to be a one-on-one match, personally. We'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah, I'm making it 3 for 3. I think we get Queen Nia Jax tomorrow, leading into Nia and Bayley for the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Who was one of the first two people she attacked when she showed up on SmackDown when she got drafted? It was Bayley. So they've been leading up to it. One of the first 3, I guess. Well, no, 2, because she attacked Bayley and Naomi. Went after Bayley first. All right, and since we're there, this one should be a little more interesting. We got the King of the Ring finals. Now, how did we get here? Well, very simple. The Ring General, Gunther, defeated Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, and main event Jey Uso to get to the finals. The Viper, Randy Orton, got victories over the phenomenal AJ Styles, Carmelo Hayes, and Tama Tonga. get to the finals. So you got the Ring General Gunther representing Raw. SmackDown's got the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. With the winner going on to
You
face the
should start
champion
this one
of their
out,
brand
Tony.
at SummerSlam. I should start this one out?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. So, I could see this one going either way because I could see both these guys getting world title shots at SummerSlam. But this is a dream match, a match that a lot of people have been waiting to see. It's going to be a great match tomorrow. When it's all said and done, though, the dust settles, and I got to go with the Ring General, Gunther, walking out as King of the Ring. Want to say Randy, but I got to go Gunther. He's been the runner-up too many times for things, big things. He's got this one, I feel like. Next.
You.
You.
No, you.
John.
Don't make me do that Goodfellas thing. You. You know you.
John doesn't know who to pick. I know, it's tough, right?
Fuck it. Based on the rumors I'm hearing for what will happen on the Raw side of things when it comes to Money in the Bank, I'm going to have to go with my gut. And it might cost me the shirt this time, but I'm going Randy Orton for the win.
Like Tony said, this one is, and I know John feels the same one. This one's a tough one to pick. And I am not messing up like I mess up with NXT. Okay. Randy Orton has accomplished everything in the WWE except King of the Ring, the coup de grace. Randy wins. Gunther still gets a world title shot in some way or fortune at SummerSlam in a fatal four-way or something like that. I want to see at SummerSlam the teacher versus the student and Orton versus Cody for the WWE Championship. So I'm going with Randy Orton in that much of a thing because this one's hard, but I gotta go with Randy.
So I feel like there's going to be some interference probably leading to Gunther getting the win because, I mean, you've seen the Bloodline attacked Randy after the match, so they went after him. I know KO is going to be there too, but still, I just feel like something's going to happen. The Bloodline's going to cost Randy Orton the crown, but we'll see. I think we'll still get Randy versus Cody at some point, whether it be at SummerSlam or later on, but that's my thinking.
Thanks, Triple H.
He's been teasing a lot of things. All right. Now to John's favorite match. Liv Morgan and the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour rolls through through Riyadh, as she goes one-on-one with the man, Becky Lynch, for the Women's World Championship. Excuse me for a moment. You guys can start talking about this. I got to pause and mute myself.
You want me to start it?
Mhm.
Damn you. Okay. Again, this is another match that I feel like could go either way. It depends on this lovely woman right here and Big Time Beck's contract situation. Because after this pay-per-view, she's technically a free agent. I still feel like damn, you know how much I love Liv, but I still think you let her wait until because you don't want to make Becky Lynch a paper champion. So I gotta go with Big Time Bex over Liv Morgan.
The dilemma here is what I think will happen and what I want to happen is not the same. Liv Morgan needs to get a championship, or else this tour ain't going on. However, there's a reason why they didn't give her the title to begin with. And I feel like Liv's not going to get a fair title shot until it gets closer to Rhea's back. With that being said, and I know the shirt I'm wearing, but with that being said, Becky retains.
John, I agree with you because it's like I feel like they're holding her back until mommy comes back. And then she could get the title. It depends what like I said, it depends what the contract situation is with Becky Lynch. Right now, her husband's the only one that signed.
Right.
And Finn Balor. I haven't heard anything of Becky signing a new deal. So this one's up to why would they put the championship on her and then take it back off of her? Either she's leaving, and I don't think WWE will want to lose Becky Lynch.
Maybe she's taking a step back. And then,
Hey, I know, but yeah, I got it. This one's a little hard for us.
I agree. I heard what you guys are saying. This one is tough to go with because I do feel like Liv at some point will probably win that championship and it'll lead to Liv and Bianca. But right now, just doesn't feel like it's the time for that to happen. This rivalry feels like it's just starting to get going, really. I mean, I know they've got the whole playoff of Becky's never lost to Liv. I just don't see Liv picking up the win here. It feels like it'd be almost too soon, I guess you could say, because there hasn't been enough to this rivalry to warrant a title change, I don't think. I'm also going with Becky to retain.
Not to mention, there's been a lot of video of Rhea already in the gym again.
Has there been? I haven't seen that.
Or Buddy Matthews laying on her butt.
That was the hell of
I
a
seen that.
Saying.
Oh yeah. He looked so happy. I would too if I saw mommy's butt that tight.
I love having to go between people. All right. Why you can't message the group chat? That leaves us to, of course, the main event for King and Queen of the Ring. Has got 5 matches on the main show. United States Champion Logan Paul versus the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Both titles on the line. No, I know. That's the way some people thought it was going to be. But no, just Cody's titles on the line.
Okay, so do we all agree and make this a clean sweep? We all think Logan Paul. We all know Logan Paul's going to lose.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no doubt. You know, I don't see Cody losing to him.
I think so. I don't see Cody losing either.
But I also think that this will be, if something is to happen in Saudi, it'll be during this match. Either during it or right after this match.
You think so?
I mean, there was 2 people that I thought the attack could be on. One of these people is no longer an option because he's not at the pay-per-view. So it goes back to those John Cena clues. Who is the current John Cena of the business? Cody.
Damn it.
And there's other clues that really point that something could happen tomorrow.
Keep going.
So there was the whole during the there was in one of the videos there was the zip code number that equals zip code to Jeddah.
Was it Jeddah? Because I saw another person that cracked it. He's saying that's going to happen on June 17th, on an episode of Monday Night Raw.
I mean, there could be something there, but also during the press conference from yesterday, there's also random numbers that were like coordinates that were showing up and going away. The coordinates that were given were the coordinates to the WWE experience in Riyadh. And the night bird that they've been showing is the same bird statue outside the arena.
Oh, when they opened it up on SmackDown, that golden bird?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's literally the same bird. It's just turned to the side.
I love that idea because I think it's time. I think it's time for the Wyatt Six to appear.
That's not even the final clue.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, remember when Bray, right before Bray came back at Extreme Rules, they started dropping the shirt, the White Rabbit shirt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They started doing that whole. They got the Nightbird shirt going around. That started. What's the next pay-per-view? Tomorrow.
Clash of the Castle.
But I'm saying when they start doing it, the next pay-per-view would be the one tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I have a very strong feeling, like 95% sure, that there's going to be something Uncle Howdy going on. Whether it's more of a clue package or they actually are there, there's going to be something going on.
I would love that because you get 2 things, you know. He's mad that somebody took his fireflies, you know, that could be what happened if the Wyatt Six double dips.
Yeah. Those the clues and everything from tonight were quite interesting to read. You guys say you think something's going to happen tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another QR code, if nothing else, tomorrow. But
Yeah.
from what they put out today, it almost to me, and I said this in our group chat, almost to me felt like they're saying you just need to be patient a little while longer. We're not ready to come out yet, is what it seemed like they were saying. So to me, it just feels like we're not going to get them physically there in Saudi, but we will get more closer to them appearing, and maybe they will show up at Clash at the Castle. Who knows?
Is Clash at the Castle the next one?
Yeah.
Yes, Clash at the Castle in 3 weeks from tomorrow.
Okay.
And they might even hold off until SummerSlam in August too. Who knows? Or
I hope not.
I hope not too. But we'll see. It could be tomorrow too, and those clues could be kind of trying to throw you off too. Who knows?
They are getting weirder and weirder every time. Like that last one when the guy's delivering the letters, he walks in and you see Alexa Bliss putting her hand out like this, and then you just see Bo Dallas's teeth.
Yeah,
Right.
we recognize that gap anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. So should we go over what was in the actual clues tonight?
Oh,
Since we got it here.
definitely.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Detective.
Yeah, thank you for sending the link. Some of us were working when it popped up.
Next we need to have like a light that shines up and has John's features on it.
So I don't know how well you guys can see that. I think those letters might have something to do with this too. I don't know exactly what KINTSUG stands for necessarily, but I have a feeling it might lead to something. So either I can read all of these or we can take turns reading them, whatever, but Kintsugi. An open door is a welcome that makes a stranger into a friend. We know what happened with the door, so. The first one's the long one, of course. Why didn't I trust him? When I was a kid, I would see him in my dreams. Sometimes I wouldn't know if I was awake or still dreaming. Sometimes I still don't. He didn't try to harm me, but I was afraid. I didn't trust him. Why was he always there? I convinced myself he lived in that house, but everywhere I went, he followed me. Grown-ups said it was my imagination, the loneliness of not being believed. I never felt so alone. I don't ever want anyone to feel like that again.
Okay, so are they talking about Uncle Howdy or Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger?
Maybe Robert Englund. But I was thinking it was probably Bo Dallas and Uncle Howdy there.
Yeah. I'm like, that sounds like something from Nightmare on Elm Street.
I know, right?
I thought the kid from Insidious finally grew up and this is his story.
Right? You know, we're supposed to do that. All right. Next one's learning. I thought when I got older, he would go away. I did my best to ignore him, but he was always there, whispering in my ear. I decided to chase him in my dreams, but the more I looked, the deeper he hid. Whenever I try to imagine his face, the only thing I can see is my own. I thought, why does he torment me? I didn't understand. Again, this feels like it's a Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy type situation. You're both leaving me. I see how it is.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
My detective instincts are kicking in.
Uh-oh. Then you got overlap. I started keeping a dream journal. I would go to sleep in my bed, then wake up sitting at my desk with my journal in my hands. He showed me the truth even when my eyes were closed. That is creepy. Fall asleep in your bed, but you're waking up, sitting in your desk with your journal, writing stuff down in your
That's some
sleep.
Harry Potter, Voldemort crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do Christmas thing.
I found my journal. I took pictures of the entries. He told me to remember who you are. Oh, it does say underneath these, all entries are sorted chronologically 2008 to 2004 as well. Or 24, sorry. 2024. So, 2008. Is that when we did first see Bo Dallas?
I think he was
In
I
NXT?
thought that's when. I thought that's when. Isn't that when Bray got brought into to NXT?
That could be too. Keep your sleuthing going.
Was there an I at the end of that letters?
At the end of what letters?
It was KINTSUG. Was there an I after
Yeah,
the
an
G?
I at the end of it, yeah.
All
Kintsugi.
right.
Page 1 for the journal, it says, I saw him, and the more I tried to chase him, the more he told me he didn't exist.
what year did you say?
2008.
He was in Florida Championship Wrestling from 08 to 2012.
Bo or Bray?
No, bro, Bo.
Bo, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that would make sense for it to be Bo then, if he was in FCW starting in 2008.
And then after that, he was in. That's when they rebranded in NXT from 2012 to 2014.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this is all Bo, man.
All right. So those letters, Kintsugi, it's a
Mm-hmm.
Japanese art form that literally translates to join with gold.
Maybe that's going to be the name of this faction. Kintsugi.
I prefer Dreadmare. I think it's better.
Page 2 in the journal says, I'm going to find you and you will tell me your secrets. Page 3, when I saw him, time and energy stopped, but I never really, and I can't make out what the next word's technically supposed to be, but I never really saw him or see him or something to that effect. And page 4, I was thankful he let me see him because he is before time or any of us. Page 5 has a bunch of black circles, looks like a black hole pretty much. That's where he lives. You'll never see him or get to him. But the E also has an A underneath it, if that means anything. Forget.
Has a what?
It has an A, capital A, and then kind of an E over it. And it's a weird looking E too. Almost like backwards 3, but that's the way the E's always were in this, it looks like too. So page 6, he saw the parts of me that I tried to hide, and he said that's okay because he had them too. Page 7 has a black hole again. He lives there, and you can't find him unless he wants you to find him. Page 8, he is in the shadow. Huh?
That's a Fiend reference.
Yeah. Page 8, he is in the shadow, and he's always been there. IDK, I don't know if any of this is making any sense, but something I see. Sometimes I see something to that effect. It's hard to figure out some of these words in their writing. Page 9 has, I think he's writing this, and then has the face drawing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now like, what, did a 10-year-old dildo shit?
Joe
I know, right?
Gacy.
Page
Now
10.
He is me.
Now I wonder if he is me or if that's what he wants me to think.
Maybe it's Carmelo Hayes.
That's him, not me.
What are you talking
Well, you
about?
know
It's gonna
what? You know
be.
what happens.
Yeah.
It's in
But
the words of Santino Morella. It's you got the big mouth of John Cena.
to be free is the next part. I am nobody. I am all of us. I am. I accepted but kept him hidden for a long time. Wearing a mask of your own face brings you sorrow. But if they saw, they wouldn't understand. Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. I hope I am a good man. That kind of sounds like Bo Dallas and him wearing that Uncle Howdy mask, saying the Uncle Howdy mask looks like his face. Purpose, sometimes you have to hurt people to heal people. Hurt, heal, we know what that is. Sometimes that person is yourself. Now I understand. Now I see. Truth, the chosen one, born to set them free. There was no monster. It was always me. Prodigal son, I know it's you. On your way back home. The hair shall light your path. I will be waiting on the other side. Eric Rowan, of course. Unveiled. Do not lie to me. Do not lie to yourself. We've worn our masks long enough, brother. Revel in what you are. So that almost feels like a Bo and Bray tie together there, since they both have wore their masks. She, when she speaks, mountains should tremble. It's waiting for her. I can only open the door. She must choose to walk through. Alexa Bliss. It's gotta be.
100%. 100%.
Owari. There is a sacredness in tears. They are not the mark of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. A choir of tears sings of you forever. That kind of reminds me of the whole, you've got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. Purpose. I found solace in the words of the red. I looked closer. The prophecy became clear. I am the catalyst, the healer, the shepherd. I will set them free. I will give them life. Hex 1. This one searched for a friend. She found none, so she stared into the abyss, hoping someone would glance back. And still no one cared. I will lead her out of darkness, but let her keep the darkness inside.
Nikki
Gotta be Nikki
Cross.
Cross. Punchian, too. This one brings me joy. He already knows the way. The way, Dexter. We will behold his wrath, drown in his inflictions. Prey, third. This one is loyal. His family was not. The vultures picked at him until he was made anew. I see what he can become. I see. That one sounds like Rowan to me.
Is it Rowan or is it Dexter?
It
What
could
about
be either
Joe,
one, I
what
guess.
about Joe Gacy?
Or it could be Joe Gacy.
That could be any of those three, really.
So here is something that I found that clicking around on X, it looks like a lot of people are saying it could be Bray talking about Howdy in the journal because in Becoming Immortal, they reveal that Uncle Howdy is from Bray's nightmares.
True, they did mention that. So we go on Spark 4. This one was abandoned, left for dead. Begged for approval, was beaten instead. I will show you how to be free. You're safe now.
Could it be Rowan? Maybe this one.
That could be Rowan or Dex.
Maybe. Diesel Beats. You're gonna have to wait a minute, bud. Family, we are whole. We have become complete. We can't wait to show you how beautiful we have become. Empathy. Where is your empathy? All they want is a chance. You reject them without merit. You pray for their demise. What sadness do you mask? What worm consumed your heart? I hope you find solace. I hope you find peace. Establishment. It seems every week there is another. I wish to vanquish them, but I must give them time to repent. I wish I was already there with all of you, but I can't be selfish. A lack of repentance carries a heavy price. Please give me just a little longer. You understand, right? And last but not least, besides, they're talking about us now. We finally got their attention. Let us savor this, and we will show you signs and wonders. And those last two there are what exactly makes me think we're not getting their debut tomorrow because they want to make us wait just a little bit longer.
I don't think it's going to be called Kintsugi because the website setup looked like a website from the 90s, Heaven's Gate.
Oh, yeah?
And this website used the Kintsugi form, which had all the from Why Didn't I Trust Him, the Found My Journal, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it's going to, not the Y6, but what if they call it Heaven's Gate?
That's possible.
Because they could do that, and with the name Heaven's Gate, they could honor Ray at the same time, showing that Heaven's Gate is the only way to keep Bray alive in the WWE.
Perhaps part of doing that, too, is they might walk through that door, too.
True.
The entrance. I do want to mention one thing here for these as well. I don't know if you can read into this at all or not, but they do have the symbol for most of it. But next to I Found My Journal, they have a star that keeps turning. And next to family, it's like a black hole that keeps going black and white. And it says new next to besides as well. I don't know
Yeah,
if any of that.
I saw that. That was.
Yeah. Open door is a welcome that makes a stranger into a friend. Can you keep a secret? And those letters are back and forth between red and blue, too, which is, of course, Raw and SmackDown colors, too. So, where will they show up? Who knows?
I feel with this new group, you don't really need to put them on a brand. Just let them go back and forth. I think that would be one of the. They'll be like free agents that they could do whatever they want in any brand.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, we had other people that have been able to do that over the last couple of years, so why not let these guys do it?
And I can't wait to see this new version of Bo Dallas. I mean, no offense to his past personas, they sucked. This one is honoring his brother, and what a way to honor his brothers to bring back. And I can't wait to see. I think Alyssa Bliss' best work when she was with Bray.
Right. I would agree with that.
And Nikki Cross needs. Nikki Cross was better when she was that psycho Nikki with insanity.
Yeah.
You know?
That version of Nikki we kind of got when her and Alexa were the women's tag team champions the first time around before she became Nikki ASH and they were tag team champions.
Yeah.
But this this would be so much different if those two, Alexa and Nikki, became a team and went after those tag team titles. If we're getting this version of Alexa and Nikki, I want to be Bianca and Jade.
Oh my God! I think
Any other women's tag team.
And what I've been seeing from Rowan, because he still wears them sheet masks, he has some weird ones that are just sick. They're made by the same guy that did Bray's work.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I know that Rowan been at the Performance Center.
Yeah. And eventually,
to be back on TV too.
Do you add Braun Strowman to the group?
That's the Heaven's Gate symbol.
Ooh.
I don't know if they will or not. I can't see that very well.
So basically, it's got the G on top, kind of like a backwards Z almost. And it's got the A-T-E with heaven across. But if you just look at the G and the A, you put that G around, looks a little familiar, huh?
Yeah.
So Heaven's Gate was an American religious movement, and people usually classified it as a cult.
And what was Bray Wyatt's gimmick? A cult leader.
Leader of a cult.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So it started in 1972 when two people said they went on a journey of spiritual discovery, identifying themselves as the two witnesses of Revelation, attracting a following of 700 people and a core group of a few dozen members, starting a monastic lifestyle. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be this guy, I forgot what he was, but he was notorious he was out in California. He had people killing people. And he was a cult leader. I forgot what his name was. I gotta say, when this comes out, when they do get revealed, WWE is gonna make so much cash on these guys because they're just gonna blow up.
Yeah, they just gotta make sure they treat them how they should be, how we all envision.
If it was Vince, this would have been dead and buried.
Right.
But this new era, I see this thing going as far as it can.
I sure hope so.
All right, so Heaven's Gate wrote like their own little spirituals and all that. One being named, you're gonna love this. One title being Nightbird Calling. Also written by the same guy that made that whole puppet comment that was deciphered.
Yeah, that puppet thing, it's interesting too, by the way. But
yeah.
It almost makes you wonder if we might not see a reincarnation of the Firefly Funhouse as well then.
Right.
Will we see two different sides of Bo Dallas if that's the case? Maybe not just Bo, maybe all of them, but
with no fees or minimums and no overdraft.
You shut up.
yeah, really. Stupid commercials.
I know. Trying to look something up in it.
Yeah. Yes, we are here for King and Queen of the Ring prediction show, but we had to go off on this too because this is the most interesting. No offense to the matches at King and Queen of the Ring, but this whole thing is just mind-boggling, and exciting to watch unravel, I guess you could say.
So I don't know if these mean anything, but so besides the coordinate for Rada, where the experience is being held, there was a bunch of other coordinates that led to specific towns in America, including Rathdrum, Idaho, Exania, Wisconsin, Erlanger, Kentucky, Abilene, Texas, Irwindale, California, Unicoi, Tennessee, and then shockingly, two very small towns in the state of New Jersey, Little Silver and Ramblewood.
I know where Little Silver is. And what was the other name?
Ramblewood. Almost like a rambling rabbit.
True.
I know Little Silver, New Jersey, because I passed that. Ramblewood, New Jersey, upstate New Jersey changes their names like they change their underwear.
Also from what was being shown yesterday when they did their whole little press conference and all that. So this video that showed all the coordinates at the very end in capital letters. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I will see you all soon. I can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, I seen that. Like I said, it could be that they'll debut or show up tomorrow too. Who knows? But
well, if he wants us to wait a little longer. What's the city they're going to be in after Clash of the Castle?
For Raw after Clash at the Castle?
Yeah.
Hold on. So Clash at the Castle on June 15th. Corpus Christi, Texas is where Raw is Monday, June 17th.
Do they have that on the list?
No.
Abilene was the one in Texas.
Christi is Abilene.
What happened if you think they might come after or doing Clash of the Castle?
They could.
Hold on, that Corpus Christi might be something. Where did he debut?
Just a quick recap to our viewers. We are starting a new detective show.
Yes.
WWE Urban Legends. Myths and Miracles starring Eddie, Tony, and Z-Dog. Premiering every time before a pay-per-view.
Right.
We look in depth into WWE Strangest Things. The first one we did in '94. We talked about it. Who is the true Undertaker?
Yeah, really.
And then we did one, our favorite. Who is the true Kane?
Right.
Did Stephanie McMahon actually marry the Undertaker on that episode of Monday Night Raw back in the Attitude Era?
Good question.
Too bad we can't do WWE, do our own show, WWE Urban Legends, and see what we can make up on something.
Maybe.
Where was that episode of Raw?
And did the Ultimate Warrior actually get bitten by a snake?
I Where's the episode of SmackDown?
Well, Macho Man did.
What was,
Yeah, and Warrior too. So, man,
Warrior
we're
too.
fucked. And ladies and gentlemen,
Where you got voodoo?
Who is the real Doink the Clown?
Yeah, really. There's only like 3 or 4 different versions of him.
Yep, and we'll take an in-depth look about how and try to find the mystery of where is Mae Young's son, Hanny.
And
Hey Tony, look up May 27th, 2012. Where was Raw at?
May 27th, 2012.
Yeah.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Damn,
And then
that
May
won't work.
28th, because it wasn't on a Monday. That was a Tuesday, or that was a Sunday, May 27th. They might have had their
Give me a
pay-per-view.
year.
Huh?
It didn't give me a year. It just said from the May 27th episode of Raw. So it might have been a different year. Actually, no, it would have been try 2013.
Try 2013.
Yeah.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada. May 27th,
Okay,
2013.
Nope, that won't work. I was thinking maybe it was when they started doing the promo for the Wyatt family, if that was in Corpus Christi or not.
What was that first city that you mentioned from the coordinates?
The one from
Not in Saudi, but
where is it? Rathdrum, Idaho.
Idaho? Okay. I was just trying to see if maybe that was something to do with their shows coming up afterwards, but they don't go to Idaho really for their granny shows.
Next one was Exania, Wisconsin.
Yeah, none of the cities sounded familiar, but the states did. Yeah, don't have any Wisconsin shows coming up anytime soon either.
What about anything in Kentucky?
Kentucky, they do. They're going to be SmackDown's in Louisville on June 7th.
June 7th.
Yep, June 7th.
What about for Texas?
Huh? Texas?
Yeah.
That would be Corpus Christi on June 17th. For Raw.
Is there a pay-per-view in between the 7th and the 17th?
Yeah, Clash at the Castle. And the 15th.
All right.
In Glasgow.
Anything out on the West Coast in Cali?
Cali. Not anytime soon.
All right. What about Jersey?
Jersey?
Yeah, Jersey.
They always used to do it like at the end of August or somewhere.
I was gonna say they got plenty of shows in New York. A couple of shows in New York coming up, but not.
And one's got to be at the Garden.
Yeah. SmackDown's
what
at the
about-
Garden on June 28th.
What about the greatest pickup line of all time, Tennessee?
Yeah, I don't think they've really got anything in Tennessee anytime soon. It don't look like either.
All right. So in Kentucky, the 7th. 17th for Corpus Christi.
Mm-hmm.
Pay-per-view in the middle, 15th. It could be Clash.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would prefer to be at Clash of the Castle, big in Glasgow, Scotland. I mean, the home of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk returning.
And of course, Clash of the Castle with the possible debut of Say His Name and He'll Appear. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, so you guys hear the update on a certain AEW superstar today?
Which
Oh,
one?
you mean Maxwell Jacob Freeman?
Exactly.
Yep, I saw it.
Apparently he has re-signed with AEW back when Punk decided to leave, is what it sounded like. They re-signed him.
They just never announced it.
Yeah, they just have never announced it, and he hasn't told anybody specifically, but it's come out in the news and on the internet that he has re-signed and should be back on AEW TV before they're not Sunday's pay-per-view, but the pay-per-view afterwards. So I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in that Casino Battle Royal at Dynamite this next week and wins it.
And plus,
is he gonna show up, or is the Joker gonna show up?
One or the other.
And plus, even AEW has their pay-per-view this weekend, right after Kings and Queens of the tournament.
Yeah, because they got Double or Nothing on Sunday with like 10 matches on their card. Because people want to sit through 4 hours of AEW.
It's all right. They could get up because nobody's going to show up anyway.
Right?
Good Lord.
Sad to say, but it's true.
Let's talk about AEW. It makes me really weird. When WWE does a bloodbath, it looks really nice and clean.
Right.
Did AEW go to a spaghetti shop and got meat sauce?
It kind of looked like it, didn't it?
I looked at the ring. I'm like, what the hell? Are they at that low budget organization that they can only afford meat sauce blood?
No. Let me tell you, they don't have the funds to catch up.
I know.
Didn't.
Boom, boom. Yay.
You got double. Thumbs up and the pyro. I will say that's the only interesting part of Double or Nothing to me is the Adam Copeland, Malachi Black barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT Championship.
Yeah. And does anybody feel like we're going to have a Brew reunion?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Gangrel there. But I also think that's going to be the last you'll see of Malachi Black in AEW, though, too.
Thank God, because he needs to go back home.
Yes.
Go on Raw, be with your wife, smack her in the butt. Like, get out of the LWO, join me.
Bring Buddy with you so we can use him again properly.
You know who I wish they will bring? Have the House of Black in WWE.
All 4 members? Or just the 3 guys?
Well, just the 3 guys.
You want to see Brody King in WWE?
Oh, my God. He is a waste of talent on AEW. They don't know how to use him properly.
I kind of agree.
You know, I feel like if he's there, oh, my God, him against Braun Strowman.
Oh, that would be amazing to see. Those two big guys beating up each other.
Oh my God! And seeing J.D. McDonough get his ass kicked by both of them at the same time. I mean,
McDonough.
oh,
He
I
deserves
mean,
it.
yeah. Like I'm looking at the AEW pay-per-view roster, 10 matches. I mean, they haven't did that bitch since the 80s.
Well, AEW's been doing about 10 matches for every pay-per-view, it seems like. And then they also add 2 or 3 matches to their buy-in, or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, yeah.
How sad is it that the match a lot of people more so are talking about is that barbed wire steel cage match, even more so than your world heavyweight title match with Swerve Strickland going up against Christian Cage.
Okay, so can we do this if that's okay with you guys? We
Christian.
can just say who we want to win and not care about the rest. But if you look at the matches, the first one is Roddy Strong against Will Ospreay. You know Will Ospreay's going to win.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn right, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Timeless, Tony Storm's going to win because Serena D can't wrestle for shit.
Just remember, chin up, tits out, and watch out for the shoe.
Okay, so every time we see John, we want him to do that every time.
Yes. You need to get you a shoe, though.
Yeah. And it can't be a shoe. It has to be a high heel.
Yes.
Watch out for the shoe.
Oh, no. You got to throw a catch. Hey, we're not going to do that like on The Simpsons, okay?
Well, you want to talk about that? We got to go with the buy-in. You can't forget Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo as well.
Oh, the Fabio. Oh, yeah. No.
Virtuosa.
Why is it Fabioso? That's a cleaning product. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we sell that at Walmart.
Yeah, Edge is going to win. I mean, hands down, because Malakai's leaving. What I'm looking for, wait a minute. That match is not for the title? John Moxley versus Konosuke
Takeshita.
Yeah, that's not a title match?
No, it's an eliminator match. If Takeshita wins, then he will get a future IWGP World Title match against Moxley or whoever the champion is down the road.
That makes no fucking sense.
I agree. They should have just put it for the title instead of made an eliminator match.
You know, the one I'm going to be looking for is the one with Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. That's going to be a good one.
It should be
Orange
good.
Cassidy, I wish would be in the WWE.
And then the Learning Tree. I am the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. Another name he got.
Yeah, because he's the... Dean Malenko was the man of 1,000 holds. Chris Jericho is the man of 1,000 nicknames.
I know.
Including, for us Masked Singer fans, what was it? The Dino Bride.
Oh,
jeez.
Hey, speaking of Chris Jericho, every time when he comes up with a different name, I'm always thinking about that episode of Nitro when he had 1,002 holds. Armbar, like 4 different times in the whole thing. Okay,
I'm sure Jericho will retain.
Anyway. Nobody cares about the Bang Bang Gang against the Death Triangle.
Oh, that doesn't even show that it's for the titles, but I thought they said it was.
Yeah, it is for the Unified World Trios titles.
Yeah, I think Death Triangle probably win them, but who cares? Jay White's just being wasted over there.
He is. And then we already know that Mercedes is going to win because Statlander is going to turn heel.
Well, probably.
Then the Elite versus Team AEW.
Arena.
Yep. You know the Elite's gonna win because something's gonna happen.
The good guys usually win Anarchy in the Arena, but I kind of agree. I think the Elite will pick up the win.
And then the wasted champion in AEW, Serge Strickland versus Christian Cage.
Yeah.
How do you give a man a world title and then waste them for the last three and a half weeks?
Right? The rivalry doesn't feel like a world title rivalry. That's for sure.
No.
I feel like how people I seen on social media were saying with these matches that they've got and the way they've been built up, it seems like Mercedes and Willow should be the main event of the show.
Yeah.
Because Swerve and Christian doesn't feel like a main event.
No. Christian, no offense, great competitor, great when he was in his prime. Now it's just he's like he's a daddy figure.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, I tape AEW, then I just go past like, oh, this looks good. I don't watch the garbage anymore. It's like watching WCW in '99.
I watch Dynamite and sometimes Rampage. That's it. I don't even watch Collision.
No. Collision's like watching WCW Saturday night.
Or Thunder.
Or Thunder. John, do you watch any of AEW shit?
No, just the highlights.
Yeah, I can't. I know we're supposed to be well-rounded, but as a group with wrestling, but there's some wrestling's like, thank God I don't have to watch TNA. I could watch highlights of TNA and see.
Hey. I watch more TNA than I watch AEW.
I was going to say, if I had TNA, I'd probably watch it more than I would AEW.
I
as
would.
well.
But wait, how do you get TNA?
Xfinity.
Wait, I haven't. What channel is it on?
You should be able to search it and stream it.
Oh, okay. Shit. I mean, I could have watched Joe Henry all this long. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're on AXS TV, and I know I don't get that channel.
I don't have access either. And I'm not.
I don't have any. I can, because I've been able to watch it on that, and also because we have the Vizio TV, so it's also on the free Vizio stuff too as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway.
Plus, they're being like WWE, and they have their own little network too.
Yeah,
Impact Plus. You just can't watch the pay-per-views live.
They should start doing that. Maybe they'll actually get bigger.
And national TV, I'd rather have Impact Wrestling or TNA Wrestling. I mean, on TBS or something like that instead of AEW, really, right now.
I remember when it used to be on Spike TV.
Oh, I remember that.
Me too.
Hell, I used to watch it when they were doing that weekly pay-per-view shows, like from the studios in Nashville, Tennessee. It is TNA NWA Impact. Shit, I remember when Tony Schiavone, a fat Tony Schiavone, came out and insulted Paul Bearer and Blondie, or what she said, oh, your name's Blondie? I think it's Bimbo. Like, whoa.
I don't know.
It's a slow WWE day when we're talking about two other organizations.
Something like that. Hey, we got plenty of talking for WWE first, though. So
yeah, but be honest, I thought we'll see like Kiana James and Blair Davenport, but they're coming to their brands pretty soon.
We've been seeing Kiana James just backstage only.
Yeah, I mean, Blair Davenport's doing What's that guy's name that just got released? The for Indashir. Forgot what his name was.
Oh, Veer Mahan?
Yeah. Veer's coming to Raw. Well, no, you're not.
Yeah. But she might show up next week on SmackDown. Just they weren't going to fly everybody over to Saudi, obviously.
I mean,
And
I've been waiting 2 years to see Odyssey Jones finally
that's what I was
debut.
going to say. I was going to say that to John. I'm like, when is Odyssey Jones coming to Monday Night Raw?
He's been drafted there 2 years in a row and has yet to make an appearance.
They must really hate him that they draft him twice to the same brand, and not even a backstage segment. And I bet he just says in catering, well, is that chicken good? You know, like
he said,
do something with him.
From what I heard,
what I want to know is you're keeping this dude that you're not using at all, but you're releasing decent talent that could be something on the show.
Well, they already pretty much got rid of everybody off of their Roku show that they did with John Cena, the host of. So their new version of Tough Enough, technically, really. I have never even seen any of the episodes, but
from Hulu?
No, from Roku.
Yeah, it was on Hulu, I think.
No, it was on Roku.
Roku, was it?
Roku TV, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's why I haven't seen it. So I was like, oh wait, there's another show. You know,
There was. I can't remember the name of it because, like I said, I didn't never watch it, but I could have.
So do they talk about their famous matches? Alicia Fox versus Jazz.
No, I don't know that anybody did that. But just because Cameron did that on Tough Enough.
I still watch highlights of that when she told Austin that was her favorite match. He went from like, what? Repeat that again, to like, are you insane?
Right. I mean, you can't blame him. You're going to pick a women's match. You don't pick one that was a couple minutes long. It was trash. You pick a Trish Stratus versus Lita match. You don't pick.
And she admitted, well, I never watched wrestling until this year. Like, why are you on the show if you don't know what the hell you're talking about?
Yeah, really.
But we got some good talent out of that.
Anyway, this is us. It's gone off the wall.
Yeah, no, we're like bored. We're like trying to make up stuff now.
That's okay. So, I'll just close us out. I mean, we can still talk off the air, whatever, but
yeah.
Last night's King of the Ring show is just about got the same amount of views as last week's show. So that one's doing pretty decent, I guess. Still only in teens, but that's besides the point. We'll see where that goes. 3 weeks' time, as mentioned, we got Clash at the Castle coming up. We'll be around for that prediction show. Probably, I don't know if it'll be late the night before again or when exactly we'll do that. We'll keep in contact on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I got nothing else currently lined up. We'll have to decide what we want to do about shows-wise, otherwise, and when.
Yep, maybe next show we could all do a dance-off.
I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, we just really want to see Eddie coming in with the towel. Hello, ladies.
Oh God. See, I'm more like the Big Show, than actual Val Venus.
No, you the big Valbowski.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go. Wow.
With that said, thank you guys for tuning in. We will catch you guys in the next one.